Dave, it's a pleasure to talk to you about the sequel because we love the first one. We kind of all stayed, on our toes.
Right, right.
We pick up a little bit where we left off, and he comes back from faking his own death. Tell us what's going on.
Yes, so at the end of the first movie, my character, Jack Wilder, has faked his own death. So, as far as the world knows, Jack is dead. So, we pick up in the second movie, we're all in hiding, and it's a year later, and we are about to do our comeback performance. But because everyone thinks that I'm dead, I'm not going to be on stage with everyone else. I'm going to be used in a way where I can kind of sneak around behind the scenes and manipulate people that way. And then during our comeback performance, things go wrong and we find out that someone is playing a big trick on us. And throughout the rest of the movie, we're trying to find out who it is and how to essentially get out of this trick and regain control.
Do you wait to read the script because those movies are so dynamic and thrilling that yourself you want to know what's going on?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. It is fun to read these scripts for the first time and have these things revealed to you as you're reading, and then wanting to read quickly to get to the end to see what actually happens. And it's, I don't know, the movies are just inherently a good time, and they don't take themselves too seriously. And I think that's what people really love about them, is that it's essentially just a group of people who we all genuinely love each other, and we're just having a good time with each other.
And you're discovering the world of magic and illusionists, which is kind of a vast world of people that are very well prepared and
Sure.
quite good at dexterity.
Exactly. Yeah, magicians have extremely great work ethic, and they have to spend so much time, sometimes years, to perfect one little trick. And I have so much respect for that. I don't have the personality or just whatever to really spend that much time doing anything. And so I have so much respect for these guys, because the magicians that stand above the rest, the best ones, they really have to work harder than everyone else. And then on top of that, they have to bring something new with their personality. You know, when you're going to a magic show, you don't want to see the old tricks of, the guys who are super over the top and they have these silly hats on and they're pulling rabbits out and they're just like, it's boring now. You need to have someone with a fun personality.
Exactly. It's all about the art of performance and
Sure.
entertainment. And these movies are also about the ego of those characters and how they learn to manage it.
Sure, yeah. And what I like about this movie is that in the first movie, you mainly see the Four Horsemen on stage. And so you see their like confident stage personas. And in this one, you get to see more of them behind the scenes, and you get to see when they're a little more vulnerable and a little more human in a way. And I think that's a lot more interesting for the audience.
Talking about interesting, the locations were great this time as well. So you went to London, were you in Macau as well? And what do you think of those two locations?
Yeah, so we spent a good amount of time in London. I think I was there for almost 4 months, and I love London. It's one of the few cities that I've visited that I could actually live in for a significant period of time. And I was staying in Notting Hill, which is so charming. Just on my days off, walking around Notting Hill, just with a big smile on my face. And then Macau's like nowhere on earth. It's essentially Vegas in China, and there's just things that they do there that they don't do anywhere else in the world, and I love seeing that stuff, and I love going places that I probably would never go to Macau otherwise, but it's nice to have an excuse through this movie.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It was totally part of the charm.